It takes 3 ridiculously simple questions to grab your audience's attention, to keep them hooked and engaged during your whole presentation, and to turn them into paying clients. Sounds like a trick? You will be surprised how easy but effective this is. So keep watching. My name is Janine and you're watching the Spotlight Academy. So my question to you is, do you want to get applause for your presentation because it's so well scripted and perfectly delivered? Or do you want to go into a direct exchange with your audience, include them in, gain trust and build a connection, the connection that is needed to turn them into paying clients? Do this one magical thing in your presentation and I guarantee you, you have the full attention of your audience without even asking for it. And that is, address them. Yes, people who feel addressed are much more likely to give you their full attention than people who make this and say, throw out your information. Yeah. If you find this already helpful, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe to my channel. In the beginning of this video, I promised you to share my 3 proven questions you need to ask your audience in order to address them. And I don't want to hold back, but if you want to see this in action, if you want to see how I'm doing this in a real presentation, then I want to invite you to come to the Webinar Revolution. It's next week on October the 9th, and all you have to do is scroll down and click the link and sign up. Even if you cannot make it live, you can always watch the replay. Ready for my 3 questions? Okay, here they come. Question number 1 is, say hello in your own language. Now you probably may say, Janine, what kind of question is that? It's so super simple. How can this be effective? I mean, I always ask my audience to say hello in the chat. It's not about saying hello in the chat. It's really about asking them to say hello in their own way, in their own language. You will always have people from different countries in your audience, from different places. And this is how you bring them in, because it's more than an automatically saying hello, greetings from. They feel addressed because you say, I'm interested in you. I'm not only happy that I have people from 80 different countries in my audience, I'm really addressing them. I want them to become visible. I give them space. And everyone on the other side of the camera will say, oh, okay, I not only say hello in the chat, I say hello in my own way. I see the different hellos coming from the other people, which is so much fun. It's really a fun question. It doesn't have to be super serious, but that is a fun way to become more personal without being private. It's just a personal exchange between people from different countries, and you can pick them up and ask for the right pronunciation. And that is my pro tip here. Ask to add their flag. So now you can turn it into a little game and say, let's find out if I know your country and if I have probably been there. And now you start to go into a little conversation. It's a chit-chat conversation, nothing serious, super simple, but suddenly your people feel addressed. Suddenly everyone feels included. Now we want to dive a little bit deeper and bring in some purpose, because the reason for all those questions is not only to grab the attention of your audience, but to bring them into your presentation, to connect them and introduce them to your topic. So here comes question number 2, and that is, share the most, fill in the blanks, coming up in a second, from or of your country. Okay, we need a few examples here. So let's say you are a nutrition coach and your presentation is about weight loss, or it's about health, something around that. So what you want to bring in now is a slow introduction, a slow guidance into your presentation. And this is the question you can ask. Share the national food of your country. Now, people need to think about what is my national food, and that means they give you already their attention. So they are not going for any other distractions, they are fully there. And they are likely to share because, again, it's like the same thing with the say hello in your language. It's something they share from their place. It's personal. It's something they can share with the others. And now you can pick it up. and say, oh, that is amazing, I love it, or I never heard about it, please tell me more. Again, you bring them in. Or you can say, when I have to share my national food, I live in Austria, so I would have to come up with Wiener Schnitzel. You probably could say, let's talk about that. It's a fried meal. Let's talk about that in a minute, and how you can, integrate it into your diet without exploding from so much calories. I don't know. You have to come up, you can prepare a little bit about that, and say, when this and this is coming up, I can pick it out and talk a little bit more about it and guide slowly into your topic. You can also say, oh, this is a very healthy meal. Congratulations. I hope it's part of your diet. And you go right into your topic. So first of all, you again address them, you keep it personal, you can start a conversation, and you can go right into the topic, and it doesn't feel so lectured. It doesn't feel like, okay, let's start a presentation right now. Because that is really, really boring. Now you go into a direct engagement with your audience. It's an interaction, and I can guarantee you, people love that. They love to share. Okay, next example, also super simple. Let's say you are a sales coach, you help people to increase their sales and to grow their business. You could ask them something like, share the currency of your country in the chat, and then talk about the different currencies and go right directly into your topic. Another example is if you want to talk about goals in your life, the big goals, the big why we are doing all this, then you could say, instead of asking them, what is your big goal in your life, which could be a little bit overwhelming, because then people have to think, what is my big goal in my life? Not everyone wants to share that. You keep it simple and say, I love to travel. If I come into your country, again, you're addressing your audience directly. What would you recommend me to see? What is the most famous site of your country? What is something you don't want me to miss? So it's kind of, you're asking for an invitation. That is a lovely way to start a conversation. Another example could be, let's say you talk about brand and brand building. Then you can ask, please share the most popular celebrity of your country. Every country has some celebrities. Even if they are not worldwide known, people love to share them. And then you can again say, oh, I didn't know it's from your country, or, oh, I never heard of them. Is that an artist, a singer, an actor? What is it? And again, you start a little conversation. You make other people curious. You bring them in, and that is a very, very lovely way to engage your audience. Now we want to do the next step and dive again deeper into the conversation with our audience by asking them this question and bring in some negativity. And that is, what makes you not do something? The nutrition coach could ask, what makes you not eat a special meal? Or what is the most hated meal of your country? Or you could ask, what is a site of your country you would not recommend? And then you add a question, and that is why. So we always want to know, why are people rejecting something? And that is a perfect way you can pick out again and talk about it, because now you're addressing their fears, their rejections, you're addressing their struggles, their obstacles, whatever you name it, and you can dive a bit deeper. Super, super important that you address the fear of your audience, their struggles, and turn it now into something positive. Again, you can dive deep into your topic and guide them now through the fear and struggles and how you overcome that part. And here comes my pro tip. Of course, you shouldn't ask all questions 5 minutes right after you started your presentation. You use question number 1 to start with an open conversation. It's fantastic. And question number 2 and 3, you sprinkle in your webinar where you think that is a good opener for your next topic.